Yeah, no, I think he's ready for the playoffs. Hello, friend, Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another edition of Steve's Hat Picks, where we take a look at the best from around the NHL over the past week. Hey, do you think you're the kind of person who notices the little things in life? Oh yeah? Did you notice that I rearranged a bunch of the pictures and figures on the wall? It's okay that you didn't. It's not like it took me hours. I'll tell you a guy who does notice the little things. Evan Rodriguez.
Cogliano was traded before the deadline versus when Kakinen came here. Here's a chance for Colorado, and Rantanen roofs it in, and it's 2-1 as the Sharks experience a breakdown in front of their net.
It's a situation where they lose the puck behind the net, and then Mikko thinks that the first shot is coming at him. Instead, it's the little playoff. This is a really nice play by Rodriguez. Rodriguez looks like he's going to fire the puck and see how Capo buys it.
Like, sure, I have a wide open net in front of me, but I could always just give the puck to one of the best goal scorers in the National Hockey League instead. How do you even think to do that? Like, yeah, it ends up being a super easy goal for Mikko Rantanen, but if Rantanen misses that, everyone's pointing the finger at Rodriguez. What are you doing? Yeah, but he knew Rantanen wasn't gonna miss, and because of that, the pass and the move from Rantanen, nasty. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, no, there's no shootout in the playoffs, but when it comes to your playoff bracket, whatever you choose to do, oh, you better take Jake Oettinger into account.
Paul Cotter walks in, and Cotter denied! The Stars win it in a shootout.
Paul Cotter comes back in to the lineup. He fakes the shot, pulls left, and then he really, oh man, look how close that was. I think that was saved by his toenail. Glad he didn't get a pedicure and trim those toenails. He saved it.
How good is Jake Oettinger?
I mean, the strength it takes to do that too. When you think how stretched out he is, the hip flexor, the groin, the strength that he has to keep that puck out right there and just hold the line. That's incredible. Paul Cotter thought he had it. I did too.
This dude moves like that, and he's like 6'6" or 6'7". I met him at the NHL Player Tour in Vegas before the season began. Like, he's tall, he's handsome, he's charming, he's actually pretty good at art.
Beaver? An otter.
Oh!
Boom. There.
Yeah. Boom.
It's not bad.
I love this
beaver,
otter.
yeah.
Some guys have it all, and Oettinger had Vegas's number on this one. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, we have a couple wicked assists from the Buffalo Sabres. And we might as well start with this one. Hey, remember when we all said Jeff Skinner was overpaid and washed?
Stay on the back end for this offensive zone draw. Dahlin will keep it in. Skinner, nice pass with the skate. Scores! Casey Middlestat. Off a lovely touch from Jeff Skinner, and 4 minutes in, it's 1-0 Buffalo.
Watch right off the face-off here. The Sabres win this draw. Good battle by Tuck, giving a little support. That puck is just thrown down. Did you see Jeff Skinner just with his skate is going to kick this back across right underneath that stick of the defenseman. Pesce and Middlestat driving through. Makes no mistake, goes to the backhand.
Yeah, times change. It's amazing how an elite offensive player will perform when he's not on a complete dog pile of a team. Jeff Skinner with the fancy feet on this one, kicking the puck to his teammate, and also, like, good keep at the line as well. The Sabres, at the time I am shooting this video, are still mathematically in it. That is wild, and that's a hat pick. And we're not even done, because the next wicked assist comes from Rasmus Dahlin on a play started by Jeff Skinner.
Protects the puck on the near wall. Off the bench, power for Dahlin to the middle. Rasmus Dahlin, what a pass! What goal by Casey Middlestat! That was magic!
Great individual effort here by Dahlin. Throwing Dragon right there, getting himself into the lane. And what vision to find Casey Middlestat wide open on the far side of the net. Look at, he's got his head up the whole way, he's seeing what's coming. And he's able to find Casey on the backhand and slides it in. And he wants somebody to step up.
Let me just get the obvious part out of the way. I'm pretty sure it's awesome to be Casey Middlestat. Casey, go to the net and stand there with your stick on the ice. You got it. And he got it. Dahlin just absorbed so much attention and energy, and the guy he got the puck from was Owen Power. I can't tell you if the Sabres are going to make the playoffs this year, but I can tell you, that team is going to be a problem in the very near future. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, how many defensemen get a breakaway? And how many defensemen can pull this off on the breakaway?
Off a stick, off Alexiak, captured by McCann. Out of the box, the big cat, Larsson, in alone, he scores! How about that? The cat on the prowl!
Larsson goes in on the breakaway. Backhand, forehand, around. Mrazek, nice little set of hands in tight. Able to beat Mrazek to that right side. We've seen some hands like that from Larsson on the breakaway already this year.
You can clean your screen if you want. Yeah, I mean, you probably should. But no, that was Adam Larsson. Nasty dangles on that one as the Seattle Kraken have punched their ticket to their first ever stay in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Adam Larsson, that's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, underratedly good story this season. I mean, the Chicago Blackhawks have been completely terrible. Alex Stalock has made some unreal saves for that team, and this is one of them.
It's turned over, Miller, Beauvillier, oh, what a save! Stacking the pads, Alex Stalock, John Garrett style, and he covers the puck.
He's a very mobile guy, and stack him up. And you see Beauvillier had to stop it, and that gave Alex time to slide over, stack him up, and he's lucky the puck just bounces right into his midsection.
Dude, old school windmill. I'm not saying these two things are completely comparable, but I remember Linus Ullmark playing for the Sabres when they were not the current Sabres. They were the bad Sabres. And when he left the Sabres, it was sort of like, all right, let's see what he does with an actual team. Man, do I wonder that about Alex Stalock. He's made some unbelievable saves on a very not unbelievable team. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, have you ever doubted Andrei Vasilevskiy? Stop that.
Zibanejad with it. Cross-ice pass. Did it cross the line off the stick of Kreider? It did not.
On that power play, Kreider with the shot. The glove of Vasilevskiy gets across and keeps that from crossing the line. Take a look at the overhead. And Vasilevskiy keeps that glove in front of the line.
Yeah, no, I think he's ready for the playoffs. One of the biggest goalies with some of the biggest equipment is one of the most flexible and one of the most good. A difficult goalie to beat even when he's off his game, and he wasn't there. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, I'm gonna need to get Western Canada in on this one. Hey, how come the Calgary Flames didn't make the playoffs? I mean, there's a lot of theories out there, most of them having to do with Calgary's last game before getting eliminated from playoff contention against the Nashville Predators. Oh, Daryl Sutter shouldn't have put Nick Ritchie in the shootout. Oh, Jacob Markstrom should stop playing the puck ever. Well, how about this save from Thatcher Demko in a previous game against the Vancouver Canucks?
And here comes Calgary, 2-on-1 shorthanded. Coleman with Lindholm. Coleman to the net. Lindholm, glove save by Thatcher Demko. Are you kidding me?
There's Garland, and you can see he's chasing. Coleman tries to get it up and over the glove, but Demko right to left. Stretches out, glove open, and look what I got. Coleman shoots, tries to go high, and
dude, nasty. And it was blown dead right away. That ref knew that puck was in his glove. You know, the Vancouver Canucks have been very good under Rick Tocchet. Now, we can debate as to whether or not that will continue on account of this sort of happened last year with Boudreau. But a big part of Vancouver's success now and going forward has to do with Thatcher Demko. And if that save is any indicator, they're going to be just fine. That's a hat pick. This next hat pick is a hat trick, a trio of milestones. This goal for David Pastrnak is his hat trick goal, is his 60th goal of the season, and his 300th of his career.
Between Dallas and St. Louis, and here we go on a 2-on-1 break.
Pastrnak, Bertuzzi, Pastrnak scores! A hat trick! Number 60 on the season, number 300 in the career of David Pastrnak.
Holy jumping. What a moment this is. Look of euphoria when this went in. What a read by Hampus. Lindholm again. Just picks that up beautifully, and there's the give and go and a beautiful pass. I thought Pasta was going to go high to the glove side, but no, great goal scorer. They change it around. He goes low along the ice. The goalie's stick wasn't anywhere near that part of it, and he reads that beautifully, just keeps it along the ice underneath the goaltender and in the net. And what a reaction from the Boston Bruins and the Bruins fans that are in attendance here in Philadelphia.
Do you think they meant to do the tic-tac-toe, or did he earnestly try to pass the puck before being told, you're going for your hat trick and 60th goal and 300th goal? You are taking the shot, David! Pasta has been unstoppable this season, and so has his team. That's a hat pick. This next hat pick is one of the most unimpressive Connor McDavid goals you'll ever see, but it's the context that matters. He scores his 63rd of the season for his 150th point of the season.
The rebound left, Ferraro turned it over, another centering pass tipped away from Fogle, batted around, and right to McDavid for the go-ahead goal. It's 2-1.
One of 6 players in the history of the game with 150 points in a season on this goal right here by Connor McDavid. Similar to the first one by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. A drive to the net, great pickoff here by McDavid. Fogle in front, Bastian away, gets a piece of it.
Again, by McDavid standards, it's just a goal. In a historical context, McDavid becomes the first player to ever hit 150 points in a season in the Cap era, and he becomes just the 6th player to score 60 goals and 150 points in the same season in any era. We're truly witnessing greatness with McDavid in a time where goal scoring is going up league-wide. What a recipe, what a player. That's a hat pick. And for our final hat pick, generally speaking, especially as a forward, and especially in overtime, if you end up out there for a 2.5-minute shift, you screwed up. The only way in which you would not have screwed up is if you end the game in overtime yourself. That's what John Tavares does here, 2 minutes and 26 seconds into a shift.
That changeup missed. Tavares trying to catch up to that. He's been out a ton, but he's in after it to win it. John Tavares with the game winner. Out 2:27 and still enough in the tank.
Tkachuk's got nothing left in his tank coming down, and how about the hands? A little look like he's going to go back to the forehand, slides it across, and then just up and over the glove as Tavares takes it from side to side and ends this game. What action, what chances at both ends.
16th career overtime goal for John Tavares, who won a series against Florida with a series clinching overtime goal. But remarkable that he had something left on a shift that was 2:26 long.
Dude, can I be a party pooper here? How does Matthew Tkachuk not catch him here? There's no way you were more tired than Tavares. But that just goes to show the determination of John Tavares, and that was a game the Panthers needed too. What a goal though, what a finish, what a shift. I guess. The first 2 minutes and 20 seconds didn't go so hot, but it ended all right. That's a hat pick. So, what'd you think of this week's edition of Steve's Hat Picks? Leave a comment in the comment box down below. But for now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Yeah, I'm trying to be John Tavares. That's why I took such a long shift. Stop complaining.